Shalom. This is Judah J. In a beautiful place. A beautiful place. I'm taking you guys with me. This is for targeted individuals in the world. So the title of this video, y'all, is, let me get this right. Hold on one second. The title of this video is, are you speaking things into existence? Are you speaking words? Are you speaking certain words that are creating your destiny, that are shaping your reality? People don't understand one thing. You are a vessel and a soul that is created by the God that created everything. The God that created everything with his word. And he said that we are in his image. So therefore, we also have the power to shape our creation, our destiny with our words. People don't give themselves the credit that they deserve. They don't know that when you say certain things, you are going to create that thing in your life. That's why a lot of targeted individuals that make videos, granted, they make these videos saying and showing what the enemy is doing. They're frustrated. They want the targeted individual community to see these things so that people would believe them, or not just believe them, but understand the torment that they're going through. But the enemy knows that the power of your word, if used incorrectly, will give them the power to shape your destiny. So when you are speaking words of fear, when you say that this person standing outside of your apartment complex and they're honking and they're doing a noise campaign and it's causing me to feel a certain way, they just basically now took a picture. They took a picture of your emotions. They took a picture of the spirit that you're now walking in. Now, because you are walking in a spirit of fear, they can use the information that you are speaking in your camera to be broadcast to everyone out in the world that sees your video. And now, they can, in a way, cause that thing you are talking about to come into existence. Imagine a lot of people seeing you in a video saying a certain thing. You got witches and warlocks and demons and all these entities that are watching you at all times. So when you give them fodder by speaking things, sharing how you are feeling about everything that's going on in your life, right? Sharing how you are feeling just like emotionally distraught, and you are, you feel like you can't navigate in this world because you are just being followed and people are doing this and that and this and that. They're going to now use those things, those spirits and those demons that are in them and these people and these gang stalkers. It's now going to be used against you. These people, a lot of these people don't know that they are even being used to create torment in your life. I used to think when I first came out to understanding that I'm a target individual, I used to think that everyone had a knowledge of knowing who they are, these perps. I thought they all knew that they were being used by Satan to torment, and they were just all aware of it all. It's not like that. The Matrix experience that you see in the movies is what it's really like. People are having demonic forces come into them, like in the Matrix movie, where you saw how Morpheus was explaining the Matrix to Neo, and then all of a sudden they had this experience, and like, and then all of a sudden the spirit comes in them, and now they transform into something else. These people that don't have a relationship with God are now transforming into, are being possessed by these spirits by these demonic spirits, by these familiar spirits, by these monitoring spirits, by these satanic spirits, because we are in the last days of time and people don't know what time it is. I used to be out in the street, and when I have had my issues in the past, and I always have these people come up to me like, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? They are being operated by a demonic spirit that was trying to get me to see that I did not know what time it was. So if I did not turn around from my sin, if I did not get my life and surrender to the Most High, then something could have happened to me. They were telling me, almost mocking me, do you know what time it is? Do you know what time it is? Or they'd say, he's watching, he's watching. And I'm always thinking, okay, some people call people like us empaths. That means we have a really intense feeling. We feel what other people are feeling, their emotions at a really high level, very high level. I don't call myself no empath. That sounds like a new age word. But all I know is that I am very attuned to the spiritual realm. I'm very attuned to it. And so what it is when I was out there, I didn't know that because of my relationship with God, He was always watching me. Because of the type of person He made me to do works for Him, regardless of if I at my lowest point thinking I was trash, like I was nothing, because I was actually allowing the messages from these perps and these evil doers to kind of funnel into me, kind of like make me feel like I actually was nothing, because I was going through a whole bunch of hard times and my life was just in a horrible situation, so to speak, and I've always felt like, wow, okay, maybe I'm not worth nothing. I started to almost believe the lie. But then I just remember back in those days, there'd always be this voice. It's like, I hear this voice from these perps walking by. He's watching. And I'm thinking, okay, they're saying that I'm watching them. Like they're trying to put me in a psychosis to make me feel like I am paying attention to them. And so sort of like I am, trying to incriminate them in some way. They were trying to put fear in me. But now as I realize, as I've grown more attuned to the spirit, and I've been and acknowledged that I'm a target individual for as long as I have, they were saying my God is watching. They were always saying that my God is watching, because they wanted to do evil to me, but because my God was watching, because my God does not sleep nor slumber, because of that, they said, oh, He's watching, we can't do anything. They're talking about God. There is a connection with us in the spiritual realm that you cannot even believe. Our God, the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, whether you know Him or not, He is the one that protects us and that keeps us in the midst of this seemingly insane struggle. It's not easy waking up every day knowing that there's people out there that hate you, that are watching everything that you do, that have ill intentions for you, that want you to fall, that do not want you to experience good things. They want you to have everything taken away from you. They want you not to have because they're in a place of misery themselves where they don't have. Or maybe they don't know nothing about you. They just want to check. And that's another thing. People are getting paid to do this evil against us. These people that you don't know watching you different places that you can't see, and they're at their house doing rituals and sorcery and witchcraft, like I've always been telling you on this channel. And I hope one of you will understand what you are really dealing with. You're not dealing with just somebody that doesn't like you or somebody that even just wants to check. You're dealing with people that are attuned to the spiritual realm, that have made covenants and that have made these deals with Satan. They don't think there's a life after death. They don't think that there's a God that's going to judge them for the evil things they've done on this earth. These are our perps. People that don't have any connection with God. They probably hate themselves. They hate their family. They hate everybody. They just want to. But see, in the midst of it all, they want peace. They want peace. They want to have a semblance of peace, of belonging. They want to feel important. They want to feel something that they have been robbed from feeling. Now, hey, I'm sorry that these people have felt this way, but the evil that they have done and the evil things that they do to us, unacceptable, and it will be judged. Now you're at the time of judgment. Let's go back. You know, Judah J always kind of gets off. Let me get back to the premise of my video. Words. You speak words that are not, that you're not careful. If you're not careful about the words that you speak, they will come and actually manifest in your life. You saying this person's doing this to you, this person's doing this to you. You say I felt scared. You say you felt scared. You felt like something's gonna happen to you. You felt that they were doing this. They have now power to create these things in your life. That's why I don't understand why targeted individuals make these videos that's talking about all their emotions and how these stimuli from these evil doers is making them feel. They say, oh, they made me feel this way. I felt this way. I felt this way. Listen to me when I tell you this. When you say I, and then you also now go ahead and you say, I do this. I feel this. You are bringing these things on you. Words are very important. Even when I'm reading words in my comment section, and I know that perps are in my comment section all the time. And so they know that I bind demonic spirits and I cast them out to the abyss because they have familiar spirits and monitoring spirits, which, they also do astral projection. So if the Most High Yah allows them to do that without destroying them, which their judgment, their time is coming. But if he allows them to do that without destroying them, then they are able to see things that are going on in someone's life. And you wonder, how do they know what's going on in my life? They deal with spirits. And I don't understand when this whole targeted individual movement or whatever community will completely realize you are dealing with those that have spiritual powers from Satan. You're not just dealing with those that have devices. You're not just dealing with the government that has weapons, low frequency, high frequency weapons, V2K. You're not just dealing with those that have 5G or those that are now using that whole jab thing that they used as some sort of monitoring capability, right? Or using it as a device to monitor you. You're not just dealing with that. Listen, you're not just CERN. Think about CERN. When they created CERN, they were trying to break the wall that the Most High created to separate the light from the darkness. The darkness is not it's not just light. It's not like some absence of light. It's spirits. It's not just dark matter. It's spirit, the spiritual realm. The Most High God, because of his mercy and his love for us, he separated that realm from our realm. That people now use CERN and these, over in Sweden, and there's many different CERNs all over the world. It's not just one CERN. They're trying to create a portal to bring demonic forces over to our reality, okay? I'm trying to let you know. I hope you guys understand. This is what's happening. So now, when you have people that operate in Satan's spirit, that have accepted him to be their God, they serve him. They made themselves a portal, just like the CERN thing, for demonic entities to come and dwell in them. Now, when they come around you or me, a targeted individual, right? A true targeted individual, someone that the Most High has allowed to have these things happen to give his name glory by going through the struggle, going through the adversity, and then we stick with him, praise him, worship him, love him, even through the madness. When we true target individuals go through these experiences, we are giving him praise and honor, the highest praise you can give. He desires this type of sacrifice above anything you can give to somebody or give. It's about going through, because Christ went through. Christ was the first targeted individual. He was one of the, I'm not going to say the first, but he was a targeted individual. They watched him, they stalked him, they mocked him, they lied on him. And he continued to serve his God, his Father. And he's the example for all of us. You go through, it's not easy to go through this. This is a horrible thing, seemingly. But just like Job went through and did not curse his God, because he knows that his God is above all. He knows his God has the ability over life and death. He knows that his God, he can trust his God. He said, oh, if I'm chosen, now he's chosen. chosen to go through this madness. There must be something he placed in me to be able to go through it, because he's a good God. And it's all going to turn out for my benefit in the end, either in this life or in the next. Targeted individuals need to elevate to the place of knowing who their father is, and not looking at the symptoms and looking at the trial as being some sort of albatross around your neck that's meant to destroy you because your father hates you. This thing is all about you giving honor and praise to his name, because check this out. It says in the Bible that the sons of God, all the angels, the heavenly hosts, all those that are in heaven that serve God, even the fallen angels and demons and the fallen one himself, Satan, they're waiting to see who the true sons of God are. They want to know who are the children of the Most High. And this is what they're looking for. Will they go through these hard times? Will they go through this trial and still stay with God? Stay with the Most High Yah. I say the Most High Yah. Or will they give up and start and go and turn over to the world and say, you know, I can't deal with this. It's too much for me. I'm just going to be like the world now. I don't want those demonic forces to be against me. I don't want to, I can't stand through this adversity, this trial. Then what happens is the Most High is who you got to worry about. I fear the Most High God more than any force in existence, because he's the one that created everything. He creates the good and the evil. His word says that. The Most High Yah is all, and God is, God, so you guys say God. The Most High Yah is all good, all holy. He's a God of justice, a God of love and peace. But he's also the one that uses even evil for his purposes. So me being just a normal man on earth, going through these trials and this fiery trial, if I decide, I can basically deny who God is and his ability, his right to do anything he wants in his story. This is just a story. And our existence is a story. We're like characters in a book. We're characters in a book. And whatever direction you decide to go is already predestined. It's already known by God and by Father Yah what direction we will take. So we try to figure out that we say, it's not fair that we go through this. It's not right. How could a loving God that loves us put us through it? That means you're operating in a spirit of selfishness, because you are trying to become the author of the story. You think that you have the intellect, intuition. You have the power, right? To be able to create and shape this story, when you're just some flesh and blood being that can be taken out of here at any moment. Because life is not promised to anyone. So you want to think you can take over the story because you don't understand the story. And then you start questioning and challenging God, because you say, how can he do this to me? How can he be so loving and joyous and peaceful? And how can he be this God and put me through this? Selfishness. And we all fall through that. But once you realize that you're in error, you turn from your error. Job did not want to serve the Most High. He served the Most High righteously, but then he didn't want to go tell the Ninevites that they had to repent. And the Most High told him to go and tell them. And he was like, you know what? These people are evil. They put my people, this is paraphrasing, they put my people through all kind of madness. They're evil. They're no representation of you. They do all manners of evil. Why would you want someone that loves you and serves you, God, Yah, to go and tell these people, warn them about their destruction? Once again, he was in his feelings. He was in himself. He was selfish. He wanted to take over the whole script and rewrite the script the way he felt it should be done. And so he said, I'm not going nowhere. The Most High showed him who he was, though. He said, you're going to do what I told you to do. I see beyond what the scope of what you could ever see. I know why I even made you to do this. I know what I put in you. I put something in you that that can only be done by you. And so you're not going to go against me. You will fulfill the purpose that I have for you. And nothing that you can do is going to stop it. So he put him in a fish for 3 days. And I believe those things. Put him in a well for 3 days. And that must have been the most horrific, disturbing, just unbelievable situation a person could go through. But after he got out of that well, he realized, I better go do what this God said to do. Because a God that can do that, you just better just bow down and just say, you know what, hey, I may think I know the way things should go, and I think I know the way the story should. Hey, no, God, go ahead. So then he went and did what the Most High God told him to do, and then he still was upset. He didn't want to do it, but he did it. He did it. He went and warned the Ninevites. Okay? But then he was like, you know what? At the end, he's like, I didn't want to do that. He's like, Father, you know what? I'm just going to sit underneath this tree and die. Because that's what Jonah said. Because he was like, you know what? I don't want my enemies to get saved. I don't want those people that made my life a living hell. My whole life. We only got one life to live and before the judgment. And these people were on this earth every day of their life doing evil against me and my people, and made me just have Father, I don't want them. I don't feel good about this. I don't feel comfortable about this. Just let me sit here. That's what Jonah said, sit there and die. He said, why are you mad at me? You telling me, basically, God was like, you telling me that basically he was telling Jonah, paraphrasing, I can't save who I want to save. I can't show mercy on those that I want to show mercy on. And so God was telling him, he is God. He is God. He can do anything he wants to do. We were chosen to go through this. So we will go through this, target individuals. But once back again to the Spirit sometimes leads you to talk about things that, words. Your words are powerful, and they will shape and create the things around you. When you look at what the enemy is doing in your life, and you put your mind and you put your hopes in what they're doing, and you try to say, okay, let's just say this. The enemy does something, a perp does something to you. And now all your mind is consumed by what the perp did to you. So now you say, I have to react in a certain way based off of what the perp has done to me. You basically make decisions and you have thoughts about how you are going to have a positive outcome in this situation. Even if you do what Judah J is telling you, even if you do decide or figure something out where you say, now I'm going to have a positive outcome in this situation. I'm not going to look at the perp and get mad. When they do the noise campaign, I'm going to close my ears. When they walk around me and speak direct conversation, I'm just going to ignore them. Even when you do that, you're in their matrix. Tell you that again. Even when you do that, you are in their matrix. Get out of the matrix. How do you get out of the matrix? How do you not allow the things and the stimuluses going or coming, surrounding you, filling your every part of your reality? You see these things, you know these people are around, you know these people live above you, they live on the side of you, they're beating on the wall, they know you're scared because they have familiar spirits and they know what your emotions are. They know exactly if they know these perps that the things and the tactics they're using against you is working. Now they feel, oh, he's scared right now. She's scared right now. Oh, she's thinking about this what we're doing right now. She's losing faith right now. Don't you know that they can do that? Don't you know that that's what you're dealing with? You're dealing with that. You got to know what you're dealing with. So when you do that and you start to try to find out ways to overcome that, even that it means you're in their matrix. How do you get out of that matrix? Let me tell you how you get out of that matrix, how you start to see things change in your life. And I'm not telling you that your target is going to stop, because it's a fiery trial that you have to go through for God's glory, so that you can go through this trial, and that now the people that took that little jab and stuff, they're connected to the 5G, they're connected to the internet now, they realize they're different, the DNA has been changed. Now they're going to get ready they have connections with these entities now, because of that stuff they got put in. Who knows what was in that stuff? But now they have a connection to the spiritual realm. That's why you see these people dying and stuff real suddenly, and they're looking around like something's going on with their arm like this, and they fall out like they've seen some horrific, terrible, evil entity. Because that's what's going on. What's going on is Revelations 11, 9 through, Revelations, I think it's 9, 11 through 13. Revelations 9, 11 through 13. The sixth angel has now been, I believe, that's now been put on the earth, allowed to roam on the earth. No, let me take that back. The sixth angel has now blown the trumpet, or the trumpet, the sixth trumpet has now been blown by the angel. There it is. The trumpet has now been blown by the sixth angel, by the sixth trumpet. Now, a third of humanity is going to be destroyed. This is what I believe. So if you have not been walking in the Most High Yah, if you have been walking in your own self-righteousness, in your own false light, which is basically serving Satan, you now are a possibility that you can be taken over and destroyed by these angels, not the fallen angels, by the holy angels, because now the trumpet's been blown, and now people are now going to be judged. I believe that they're now being judged. And so, once again, due to Jay, I'm sorry, I get off on a tangent. Well, maybe one day I'll be able to get better with that. The only way that you can overcome this now is this. Stop looking at what your enemy's doing. Stop. You've already seen. Listen, you've seen all the tactics of the enemy. You've seen what they do. You've seen how they do the noise campaigns. You've seen how they surround you in a direct conversation. You've seen how they go on your job. They're at your job. And they're nice and they're happy and all this stuff. And then all of a sudden they just change. You guys have known, you're real target individuals. You know that they do this. They just out of nowhere change into be different people. Now they're making claims against you, saying you did this and you did that. They're saying that you've done something wrong, that you know you have not done anything wrong. These people got these spirits like the Matrix that jump in them. So the only way that you can get past this, stop looking at what they're doing. Stop worrying about what they're doing. Put your trust in God. He is the one that has control over the spiritual realm. He has control over the spiritual realm. The evil side, the good side. If you serve him, he says, if you please me, then I'll even cause your enemies to be at peace with you. If you please me, I'll even cause your enemies to be at peace with you. You have to get to that place in your elevation, in your spiritual walk with the Most High, where you are consecrating your flesh, where you are turned away from evil, where you are serving him as best you can in spirit and truth. You're praising him, you're worshiping him, you're doing it on a day-to-day fashion. You make him the focal point of your life. He will then in turn turn around and change what's going on in your life. This fiery trial, he may want you to go through it. He may want me to go through it, but he'll give you the strength and the power to go through it. And then you'll see it for what it really is. It's to give him honor and to give him praise. Your perception of the trial is what needs to get changed. You may not stop going through what we're going through. It's your perception of what you're going through is what's going to get you through. It is your perception of what you are going through is what's going to get you through. Know that you're doing it for him. Know that, don't look at what they're doing no more. Because he says, those that rage against you shall be disgraced and ashamed, be as nothing and perish. Trust his word above what you are seeing in your reality. Let me say it again. Trust the Most High God's word above what you're seeing in your reality. And then you will have success. And now if you have that faith that does not waver, that's like this, in his word, people say, how do I trust in God? Trust in what he said. Trust in his word. When you do that in the spiritual realm, I'm trying to tell you, you create thunderbolts of lightning, and you create, and I didn't mean to say thunderbird, I say, you create earthquakes, you create all kind of just complete, you are destroying the wicked one's kingdom. Because you believe in the Most High Yah. You believe in the Most High Yah. You believe in his word. His word is what, when you speak it into existence, you create your reality. When you believe it, that's what the Most High Yah is waiting to see. Who are those that are going to believe that his word is true? Who are those people that are going to believe that his word is true? When you do it, you'll see the change. You'll start to see everything change in your life. Everything. You have the power. You are the bully, like a video I made many years ago. You are the bully, really. In the spiritual battle, you are the bully. You're the one that's in control of everything that's going on. If you have that relationship with Christ. I don't want to hear no more about no little fake targeted individuals out here that act like they're chosen ones. They're chosen ones because they're going through these experiences, or they're maybe even not going through these experiences at all, because who do you really know on this internet? You really know these people? Do you really know these people? They're saying they're chosen, they're doing Kundalini. They're doing astral projection. They're doing ancestral worship. They're doing tarot cards. They're doing their third eye. They're doing all the satanic evil. They have crystals. They're carrying around crystals that trap these demonic forces in them. Right? I've even touched one of these things somebody gave me. That's why you can't just always have article materials somebody gives you. You got to watch what people give you. I even had one time somebody give me a quarter, and I felt this strange feeling from this material. It was like this pain that came, and I felt uncomfortable, and I had to throw it down, and the pain left. People are cursing the materials that they even give you. People have the ability to curse the actual materials they give you. Imagine if you're a targeted individual, and you got people that are operating in this fashion against you, even trying to curse. Words are powerful. These people got connections with fallen angels and demons and the fallen one's kingdom. That's how they can change things that go on in your reality, because you don't have that connection with God. They're serving a power. Their power is not God. He's a fallen foe that knows he's going to burn in a lake of fire. All of them are, right? But it's the people that serve them. They think that they've been sold a bill of goods. They've been sold that they are going to live forever, maybe be reincarnated, come back here after all the evil they've done to people throughout their whole lives, and that everything is just going to be okay. They've been the ones that are deceived, that the Most High God said would be deceived. The Most High God said that these people will be deceived. There's two classifications of people on the earth. Those that are going to serve the Most High God, the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the name of his son, Yahushua HaMashiach, which a lot of you call Jesus. And then there's the other ones, the ones that serve Satan, under the title of many names. Many names, they serve many different gods. All these other gods, people say they're gods, they're just Satan. That's all it is. There's only one God. There's no room for anything else. You serve another God, you're in error. You're going to burn like a lake of fire. There's no hope for you, unless you repent and turn to the Most High God and his son, Yahushua HaMashiach. That you acknowledge that he died for you, that he rose on Calvary, and he rose from the grave on the third day. He sent from the Father, he rose, and he's coming again. And that we got to obey his commandments, turn from our sins, consecrate our flesh, and turn away from living in the ways of this world. That's the only thing you can do. Judah J will only say that forever. That's it. There's no other God, there's no other way. You're living outside of his ways, you are in danger of him taking your candlestick and taking out your light. And that's it. That's it. You ain't getting on this channel, you ain't get no other speech than that. I'm not mad. Sometimes you gotta speak with rough words. Tell individuals, watch your words. Don't say everything that you feel that's on your mind. Ask the Most High God for discernment to know how you are to speak. Because people are going to use that speech against you and do witchcraft against you and sorcery based off of the words that you have given them ammo to use against you. You better listen to some people. Hey, you better listen to some people. Hey, you better listen to some people. Shalom.